It was late August 2025, one of those muggy end-of-summer nights where the air feels thick and the streetlights buzz louder than usual. I live in a one-bedroom walk-up in a quiet suburb just outside the city core. Nothing fancy, rent's cheap because the building's old and the neighborhood's half empty. I do gig work mostly. DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever app is paying surge that day. That night, the orders had dried up by 9 p.m. No pings, no tips, just me sitting on the couch with my phone, scrolling Reddit threads about abandoned places while the ceiling fan clicked overhead. Boredom won. I remembered the old shopping mall on the edge of town, the one that used to be packed in the early 2000s. Anchor stores pulled out after the recession, then the pandemic finished it off. They chained the doors in 2022, put up no trespassing signs, and left it to rot. Locals post about it on urban exploration subs. Cracked skylights, frozen escalators, graffiti everywhere. People say it's haunted, or cursed, or just depressing. I always rolled my eyes at the ghost stories, sounded like clout chasing. But that night I wanted something to do. I grabbed my flashlight, portable charger, a hoodie, and my car keys. Drove the 20 minutes out past the highway. The mall sat dark against the night sky. Massive, concrete, windows boarded or broken, parking lot cracked and sprouting weeds. Chain link fence around the perimeter had gaps where kids had cut through over the years. I parked in the shadows, killed the engine, listened. Just crickets and distant traffic hum. Slipped through the fence, flashlight on low. Main entrance doors were padlocked, but a side service door had been pried open long ago. Inside, the air hit different. Cooler, stale, smelling of old carpet, dust, and something faintly chemical, like burnt plastic. Boots crunched on broken tiles. Echoes came back wrong, delayed, like the building was swallowing sound and spitting it back slower. The grand hall stretched forever in the beam. Escalators stuck mid-step. Rusted railings, faded directory signs pointing to stores that no longer existed. Food court tables overturned, chairs scattered, the ghost of a pretzel smell still hanging. I walked deeper, heart picking up a little. Not scared yet, just aware. The place felt bigger in the dark than it ever did when it was alive. Then I saw the light. Soft, steady yellow glow spilling from a side corridor I almost walked past. One store. Literally, I froze. The mall had no power, no generators, nothing. Yet this one shop was glowing. Sign above the door, Memory Market. Letters faded vinyl, but readable. Glass doors spotless, no dust, no smudges. I stood there a full minute, light off, just watching the warm spill. It didn't flicker like emergency lighting. It was calm, almost welcoming. I should have turned around, got back in the car, gone home to Netflix and sleep. But I pushed the door. It swung open smoothly. A small bell jingled, bright, cheerful, like a real retail store. Inside, the air was cooler still, almost conditioned. Shelves from floor to ceiling, mostly phones and tablets. Old flip phones, Blackberries, early iPhones, modern Androids, even a few sealed boxes that look brand new. Everything clean, arranged perfectly. No cobwebs, no decay. Low hum in the background, like server fans or a distant HVAC. Hello? My voice sounded thin. No answer. I walked the aisles slowly. Devices were on, screens glowing softly. Labels on shelves. 2000 to 2005, 2006 to 2010. Recent echoes. I picked up a Motorola Razr, classic clamshell. Screen lit instantly. No SIM card, just one app icon. Replay. I tapped it. Video loaded. Grainy footage. Me at 16, sneaking out of my parents' basement window, laughing with friends under streetlights. I remembered that night. But how was it here? I set it down fast, pulse kicking. Picked another, an old iPhone 4. Same app, This time, me 3 weeks ago, delivering food in the rain, cursing at a wrong turn. Timestamp exact. GPS pin right on my route. Sweat started behind my ears. The hum pulsed now, syncing faintly with my breathing. From deeper in the store, a voice, calm, synthetic but warm. "Welcome back. Your collection is waiting." I spun. Counter empty. No one. But the shelves were waking. Glow spreading row by row. Screens showing strangers. A woman in a parking lot. A kid on a skateboard. An older guy at a bus stop. All browsing. All smiling at first. Then their eyes locked forward. On the camera. On me. Pupils dilating slowly. Whispers layered under the hum. "Remember this moment? Stay a little longer. We're almost finished." Cold sweat down my spine. I turned to the door. Handle wouldn't turn. Locked. I rattled it, banged the glass. "Let me out!" Lights dimmed once, then flared brighter. Shadows on the walls stretched wrong. A tablet on the shelf started ringing. My ringtone. Screen showed my own number calling. From inside the store. I didn't answer. It rang louder. I grabbed it. Accepted. My own voice, exhausted. "Don't leave. We're missing your last memory." Threw it down. It cracked. Video kept playing on the broken screen. Me throwing it. Loop. The voice now from multiple devices. "You're 98% complete. Just one more upload." Shelves rattled. Phones slid forward. Screens showing my life in fragments. First car, bad breakup, the night I almost quit everything, secrets I never posted. One showed tomorrow, me driving back here, parking, walking in, staying. I screamed, grabbed a stack of old feature phones, heavy, smashed the glass door. It's spiderwebbed. Again. Shards flew, cut my hand. Blood dripped. No alarm, just the whispers swelling. "Don't go, the market needs you." Squeezed through the broken gap. Glass tore my hoodie, sliced my arm. Pain sharp. Ran. Dark corridors, flashlight bouncing. Footsteps behind. Mine or? Outside. Night air hit hard. Car waiting. Started first try. Drove fast. Heart slamming. Home. Door locked. Sat in the dark shaking. Blood on my sleeve. Phone buzzed once. New app. Memory market. Icon pulsing. Deleted it. It reinstalled. Notification. Your profile is waiting. Come back for the final collection. That was 2 nights ago. Last night the power flickered. In the bathroom mirror, my reflection didn't move when I did. It just stared. I think the market never closed. It's still open, waiting for me to finish shopping. Or maybe I'm already on the shelf. Have you ever driven past an empty mall at night and seen one light on? Or found an app on your phone you never downloaded? If yes, don't open it. Don't go back. It might already have your ending saved. I didn't go back to the mall for 4 days. I told myself it was common sense. The cuts on my arm were still raw, scabbed over, stinging every time I moved. I kept the hoodie I'd worn that night balled up in the corner, bloodstains and all, because throwing it out felt like admitting something permanent had happened. I stayed inside my apartment, lights on full blast even during the day, door double locked, curtains drawn, phone on airplane mode half the time, just in case. But the app kept coming back. Every time I deleted Memory Market, it reinstalled itself within minutes. No notification sound, just there, icon pulsing faintly like a heartbeat on my home screen. I tried force stopping it, clearing cache, factory reset on the phone. Nothing worked. After the reset, the first thing that appeared was the app, already open, showing a progress bar. Profile 98% complete. Final memory pending upload. I powered the phone off completely, removed the battery, old habit from cheaper models, left it in a drawer under a stack of clothes. That night I slept better. No buzz, no glow under the door crack. But the dreams came. In them, I was back inside the store. Shelves endless. Every device showing a different version of me. Me as a kid, me graduating, me in arguments I'd forgotten, me crying alone in this very apartment. And on every screen the same text overlay. Add to inventory? With a green yes button pulsing. I woke sweating, heart racing. The apartment was dark except for the streetlight leaking through the blinds. I checked the drawer. Phone still off. Battery out. Relief. Short-lived. Morning came. I needed to work. Bills don't wait for nightmares. I put the battery back in, powered on. The screen lit up normally. No app visible. I exhaled. Then a text from an unknown number. Missed you yesterday. Your shelf is ready. No sender name, just that. I blocked it, deleted the thread, drove to a coffee shop across town to work. Public Wi-Fi, crowded, safe. Ordered a large black, sat in the corner, back to the wall. Phone buzzed once. Notification from the Photos app, new image added. I opened it. A photo of me, taken from behind, sitting at this exact table, right now. I spun around, no one looking. Customers typing, barista steaming milk. Normal. I deleted the photo. It came back immediately. Another buzz. Video this time. I played it on mute, earbuds in. Silent footage. Me driving to the mall that first night. My car pulling into the lot. Me slipping through the fence. Then, cut to inside the store. Me browsing shelves. Picking up phones, my own face on every screen staring back. But I never filmed that. The video ended on me smashing the door, running, then looped. I slammed the phone face down, hands shaking so bad coffee spilled. I left, drove aimlessly, ended up at a friend's place, Jake, guy I used to gig with. He lived in a basement suite, no smart anything. Just old cable TV and a microwave that sparked. I crashed on his couch, told him, car trouble. He didn't ask much. First night there, nothing. Second night, I woke to humming. Low, electrical, coming from the kitchen. Jake didn't have a generator, no AC. I sat up. Room dark except moonlight through the small window. The microwave door was open. Inside, faint blue glow. Not the bulb, something deeper. I approached slowly, heart thudding. The turntable was spinning. Slowly, no plate on it, just air. Then the digital clock display flickered, numbers scrolling backward, dates, times, my life in reverse. I unplugged the microwave, cord yanked from the wall. It kept running, clock still ticking down. I backed away, tripped over a shoe. Jake stumbled out, sleepy. Dude, what's wrong? I pointed. It's still on. He frowned, plugged it back in. Nothing happened. Normal now. You okay? You look like shit. I didn't sleep after that. Third night, Jake was out late. I was alone. Power flickered once, just a brownout. Lights dimmed, fridge compressor wind down, then back up. My phone, on the coffee table, lit up. Screen showing the mall app again. Open automatically. Live feed. Camera angle from inside the store. Shelves. Devices glowing. And there, on one shelf, a new phone. My phone model. Screen facing out. It showed me, sitting on Jake's couch, right now, watching the feed. Delayed by half a second. I blinked. The me on screen blinked after. I stood. The feed me stood after. I screamed. The feed me screamed silently, mouth open a beat late. I smashed the phone against the wall. Screen shattered. Black. Silence. Then from the kitchen, a soft click. Microwave door eased open again. Inside, not empty. A face, pale. Eyes reflecting the blue glow. Blinking. Not mine. I ran. Out the basement door, up the stairs, Into the street, cold night air, streetlights buzzing. I kept walking, no destination. Found a 24-hour diner, sat in a booth, ordered coffee I didn't drink. Phone, somehow back in my pocket, cracked but on. Notification. User added, Jake. I stared, then another. All systems nominal, collection complete. I haven't been back to my apartment, or Jake's. I'm in a motel now, cash only, no Wi-Fi. But last night the TV turned on by itself. Static. In the snow, my face, smiling. Welcome back to the market. I unplugged it. The remote floated. Pressed power. Screens showed the motel hallway. Camera from above the door. Me, sitting on the bed, staring at the TV, delayed. My reflection on screen smiled first. I think the mall never closed. It just expanded. Every device, every screen, every reflection. It's stocking more than memories now. It's stalking us. If you're reading this, check your phone. See if there's an app you don't remember downloading. See if your reflection blinks when you don't. Because if it does, you're already on the shelf. Have you ever noticed your phone open an app on its own? Or caught your reflection moving a second too slow? Tell me, before the market adds your final memory too. I stopped counting days. Time felt slippery now, like trying to hold water in your hands. The motel room smelled of stale cigarettes and cheap cleaner. I kept the curtains shut, lights off except one dim lamp in the corner. I'd taped black trash bags over the bathroom mirror after the first night, after I saw my reflection stand up when I was still sitting on the bed. The TV stayed unplugged. I'd ripped the cord out and shoved it under the mattress, but every few hours it would hum anyway. Soft, like a phone on vibrate. I ignored it. My phone was dead, literally. Battery removed, SIM card snapped in half, tossed into a dumpster behind the diner. I bought a burner, cash, no name, from a sketchy corner store. It worked for 2 days. Then the screen glitched. Same app icon appeared. Memory market. Pulsing. I smashed that one too, threw pieces out the window. But notifications still came. Not on a device. In my head. Soft pings behind my eyes. Profile complete. Inventory updated. New customer added. You. I didn't sleep much. When I did, the dreams were worse. I was back in the mall. Not the dark, broken one I'd entered. A bright, busy version from years ago. People shopping, music playing, escalators moving. But every face was mine. Every person browsing the aisles had my haircut, my hoodie, my tired eyes. They all turned to look at me at once, smiled, said in unison, "Welcome back." I woke gasping, room spinning. The lamp bulb flickered once, twice, then steadied. I got up, paced, checked the window. Street outside looked normal. Cars passing. A dog barking somewhere. Normal. Then the power went out. Not the whole block, just my room. The lamp died. Darkness absolute except faint glow from the hallway light under the door. I froze, listened. Click. The lamp came back on, dimmer than before, yellowish. And the TV, still unplugged, turned itself on. Static snow, then clear picture. Live feed. The motel parking lot. My car. Me, standing at the window looking out. But I was inside. I stepped back. The feed me stepped back too. Delayed. I raised my hand. Feed me raised it half a second late. I screamed. Feed me screamed silently. The screen text overlay appeared. Final upload in progress. Do not interrupt. I yanked the TV cord again. Nothing happened. It stayed on. From the bathroom, even with the mirror covered, came a soft scrape, like glass shifting. I backed to the door, hand on the knob. It wouldn't turn. Voice, not from the TV, from inside my skull now. Calm, familiar, mine, but smoother. You're already checked out. The market has your receipt. Heat rose in the room. Not from the radiator, from everywhere. Skin prickling, sweat instant. The TV feed changed, wider shot. Inside the mall, the memory market, shelves full, every device glowing, and on one shelf, my face. Not a photo, a live feed. My eyes blinking in sync with the me standing here. But the shelf me smiled first. I pounded the door. "Let me out!" No answer, just the hum growing louder. Electrical. In the walls, in my veins. Then, click. Door unlocked. I bolted, down the motel stairs, into the parking lot. Night air cold, stars sharp, car, keys shaking. Engine started. I drove. No destination, just a way. Highway, empty lanes, headlights cutting fog. Phone charger plugged in, burner somehow back together. Screen lit, app open. Live feed, me driving. Right now, from behind. I glanced in the rear view. My reflection in the mirror smiled. I didn't. I pulled over, slammed the car into park, got out, walked to the trunk, found a tire iron. I smashed the rearview mirror, glass everywhere, blood on my knuckles again. But the feed kept playing on the phone, me standing on the shoulder, smashing, delayed no more, in perfect sync. The voice, my voice, whispered, "No more delays. You're in stock now." I dropped the tire iron, looked at my hands. They looked normal. But when I blinked, the world lagged. Just half a second, enough to know. I'm not driving anymore. I'm browsing. And the market is always open. If you're still reading this, check your reflection. Check your phone. See if anything moves when it shouldn't. Because if it does, your shelf is already reserved. And the final memory? It's the one where you realize you never really left. Have you ever felt a delay in your own movements? Or seen your face on a screen you didn't take? If the answer is yes, don't go back to the mall. Don't check the app. It's already added you.